coming through nice and clearly. Just get everything up and running. Stream's a little bit different today because I was inspired by one of my friends actually. I was out and about with my nan, and what we were doing is we were doing some shopping. And one of the things we like to do is we like to go charity shopping, because that's my favourite thing to do. And I picked up some knickknacks. One of which being, sorry, it's upside down. I'm trying to get all the cameras, and I've got limited space on this desk, and I really don't have. I'm wondering actually if I move. You'll have to excuse the mess. Let's see if I unlock that. Yeah. Here I am in my scrubs. I've got a tripod here, you see. I'm also in the process of like tidying my room, so this is gonna be embarrassing. I say tidying. What happens is I sort all my stuff out, and then proceed to throw it all back into a pile again. Let's see. That's the middle one. Can we do this without exposing my untidiness to the world? Probably not. I haven't embarrassed myself today. Is it really me? Aha! There we go. No. Give no space. And ta-da! Right, so we've got is that a leg the wrong way around? There we go. So that's that the wrong way? That's the wrong way. That's the wrong way. Okay, that's also not working. Okay, so that's also going down here. I think I also bent all the legs on this. Oops. I think that's what I've done. I think I've bent all the legs on my tripod. Aha, there we go. Right, that should do it. Destroying everything. Everything. Why is this doing this? Right, so those 3 legs. Oh, that's why. That's still not right. That's why that leg was not extended. So all I was doing was just, alright, so I can actually, let's put that one back. You know, because I'm not really, I think most of the fun is just going to be me throwing stuff everywhere. Right, that's what I was trying to do. So what I was trying to do is get it so you've got like a point of reference, so you've actually got my kind of view. There we go. How's that? So I do apologise in advance for the faffing about, but I'm using the wrong mouse. I've got 3 mouse, 4 keyboards, 6 million cameras. 1 second, Breeze. I can. Stop trying to get me to donate money to you. Hello, not you, Breeze. Sorry. It's all the programs I've got. Like, here, buy my thing. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Right. So now that I've finished faffing about, I've got Tropical Wonderland. Yes, it's there. Yeah. Cool. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different, a little bit chilled out, because I've not really. Yeah. So it's not a game as normal. It's just a colouring book. So I thought I'd do something a little bit like that, for example. Got all that. But there, yeah, I picked this up for what, like £2 or £3. So shut it off here. You're actually getting a much better. The video is going to be a little bit choppy because I'm using a program that I'm not used to, and it's all coming through my Wi-Fi, so it's all kind of like up. But hopefully with me drawing it shouldn't be too bad. It's a colouring book adventure. It's an adventure book. Ooh, we have words. I didn't realise there was words. No, I don't know how to read. Why? Ooh, why would we do this? Okay. Let's see. So pull that a little bit closer. Yeah. Right. So I'm trying to think. Where would we? We'll start off with a couple of leaves. So we can use any colours we want, really. So you start with an orange. And then I'm right-handed, so this is going to become a problem. I see. I don't know. Let's see. Down here. It might come a little bit clearer on the camera because I'm seeing this in like less than 720 because I'm using a TV as my actual skin thing. So let's see, we've got a red. So I think oranges and reds will be part of my day today. Obviously, if you want to pick out some of the colours, you're more than welcome to. Let me get this closer. So I have just realised I am right-handed, so this is going to get in the way very quickly. There we go. I'll try and keep my hand out of the way as much as possible, but yeah, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I'm not planning to be overly productive today. I'm waiting for some post, and the post will be car parts. And then I would go outside into the sunny place and do the things. Let's see. I think I'll have this one as a. I always want to go for a pattern but at the same time I don't. I'm thinking if we can have yellow. Yellow's not going to show up very well, is it? No. But then we're going to red. Yeah, so this is kind of like, this is pretty much my day. I've been trying to like get cameras set up for like the last hour. Because I wanted to do this, but at the same time I was there like trying to get a camcorder to work, then I'm trying to get a digital camera to work, then I thought, oh, I've got a new smartphone, it's got a decent camera on it. Maybe I could use that. Yeah, that didn't work too well either. But yeah, so we finally managed to get that set up. So we can actually, move to here. And then, so we can have 1, 2, 3 there, and then we have that over there. So yeah, I just thought I'd take the opportunity just to be able to chill out and just kind of, talk to people, see how the day's going. Could we do with like a little easel, so that when I'm looking at the camera as I'm talking. But yeah, I've not done something like this in so long. I used to love colouring it. This was like my favourite thing to do. I used to love drawing as well. I was never very good at it, but I always used to like doing it. So yeah. But thanks for stopping by, Bruce. Hope you're having a wonderful day as well. I bought cheap pencils and I'm kind of regretting it now. So we've got these. I'm going to put these here. I'm thinking in these sections here I'm going to have a nice blue. I do want to keep it kind of uniform. I do want to have a bit of symmetry and sort of pattern to it, but at the same time I don't really want to be using natural colours like greens and. So if we go into there, so we've got a nice blue. And go in there. So yeah, I just wanted to spend a little time, if people want to have a chat and just kind of chill out and join the stream and talk and tell me which colours they want to use. I'm trying to be a bit more variety in what I do, and see what works. Also, I find this really therapeutic, actually. What we're going to do? I'll tell you what, we're going to go for a green, I think. So what we'll do is we'll have these blue areas here, and then we'll just these larger areas. We'll have this as like a nice green. I wish I had some felt tip pens now, because they'd be a little bit more vivid. But you know, you use what you use. I've always liked using pencils. It's always been one of my things. So if we can put those in there. So these are the blues, these are the greens. Alright, so I'm getting an idea of what I want to do and how I want to go about it. Certain shapes I want to be certain colours. Don't ask me how my thought pattern comes to that conclusion, because even I don't know some occasions. Just wanted to do something different and be special because I am. Yeah, I have a bad habit of trying to like multitask, so I'm often trying to pick up more than one object, even though I only have one hand. So sometimes I'll try and pick up more than one thing. That never goes well for me. It never does. But yeah, what I want to do is have multiple angles and cameras. I want to try something different, because most of the time you just see my wonderful mug up here on the camera, and then obviously whatever I've got on the screen. So you can see the look of concentration. And the time thing. So we can have these. So I'm going to have these sort of like over areas. There's like a blue. I'm going to try and stay away from some of the darker colours. I might throw a bit of brown in there at some point, but it's not going to be just yet. But yeah, it was one of my friends actually kind of like inspired me to this. Which, if you check out her channel, is Potato Things 420. They're very artsy and talented and stuff, and all the things that I'm not. You should definitely check them out. They also love potatoes. So we might, if we ever do like a collab, it would be like potatoes. It'd be potatoes and chicken. I mean, what more could you possibly want in a stream? All the foods. Just eventually, if we can get somebody with like some guacamole, we could like have a full-on like cookout. I've just realised I probably don't have a sharpener as well, so if these go blunt, that's me, I'm done. This is why I wanted felt tips. But yeah, I just thought I'd chill out, sit in the stream, just have a nice afternoon of, people want to talk, people want to see me do something else, like try and draw, for example, which is something I have not done for a very long time. Thinking actually have red. I think what I'll do is I'll change the center color on these intermingled, because like plants, for example, are not uniform generally speaking. Well, no, plants are uniform generally speaking, but you do have a little bit of variation, usually in the way that certain colors show up and the way that certain orientations. So that's always nice. So we're going to have this on, and I can see everything now, so obviously I can see what's on the camera, I can see where I'm moving, I can see this. I'm really trying to hone in on what I'm doing. Oh no! So that will be a red one. And then so that would be yellow, orange, red. So that'll be yellow, so that'll be red, yellow, orange. Red, yellow. So that'll be an orange as well. And then that should be a red one. It's actually starting to come out quite nicely. The colour's really starting to pop a little bit. I quite like it. My eyesight's really terrible, so I can't actually see the toffee a lot of the time. So if I do end up going outside the lines, I apologise in advance. But yeah. So I just thought I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing these days, so I just kind of thought if I just try something a little bit out of field, I could become like one of those Asamir people, you know, like start talking a very sultry and low voice. And yes. Although Potato would hate that, so that's probably why I'll do it, just for spite purposes. So yeah, so that's yellow, and then that's going to be orange. Is that orange? Oh, that's red. Yes, that's orange. And red one over here. Do 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 do. You'll have to excuse the state of my hands. I am a part-time mechanic as well in my spare time, so I end up with all sorts of injuries. Which is considering the fact that I'm disabled, that's probably not the best of things for me to do. So it's orange, red. And now it's going to be a yellow one. Or have I got it wrong? Have I got it wrong already? Oh, no, I've got it right. I managed to confuse my own order of things. Now that's chaos. Let's see, so we got yellow, orange, so that would be yellow and orange. So that would be, yeah, red, yellow, orange. I'm confusing myself now. I'm actually starting to question my own sanity. Not that I had any to begin with, but you know, it's nice to have. So, let's keep going, let's go. I think this is going to turn out quite nice. So, so what I'll do, if I find all the same shapes, I fill these in first. Just sort of like pineapple in the centre. And then, yeah, so I'm trying to do things to try and keep my brain occupied, because with me being out of work and with me not, I mean, I'm studying and things like that, but I'm not necessarily, you know, doing anything. So what I don't want is to start, you know, stagnating in my thoughts, which is quite, you know, it's a common problem. You end up also overdoing it, or you end up doing the same thing over and over again, and although you are having fun, it's not really, you know, you're not doing anything different. There's only so many times that I can do the same thing over and over again and try to be interesting about it. So I'm just gonna, there we go. This is actually very pleasing, because now I've realised that I've got a bit of a system. Sorry if I go over the lines. I am trying to be careful, but at the same time I'm also trying to get her done. So we can get all these out of the way. I think this is probably one of my more relaxing sort of things to do. One of the things I started when I started doing streaming a couple of months ago is I started playing Subnautica, and it was just purely like an ambience type thing. It was, you know, one of my friends would say that, you know, they put me on in the background while they went and did the laundry and stuff, you know, just so they could hear all the whale sounds and just, you know, not screaming and shouting and explosions, you know, which you see in a lot of things. And don't get me wrong, if people like that sort of thing, that's entirely up to them. I'm not going to judge them for their choices of entertainment, but it's not really my style. I much prefer to, you know, sit about and do something creative than, or even just, you know, something pretty. Which is why I think I like building games, because like I can sit there for hours and just faff about. Oops, got over the lines. You know, you make mistakes, these things happen, it's not really much of a problem, you don't really worry about it too much. Just double check my phone, make sure it's not pinging or doing anything anyway. go, so we've got some leaves. See, this is where a problem. I'm starting to need to sharpen the pencil. I think I have got sharpener somewhere, I just can't remember what I did with it. Needs to be, I'll just use a knife. You should never try at home, kids. Never try at home. But as the pencil does wear down, it does make a nice sort of, it makes it a little bit of a softer gradient in order to do shading, which I really like. I think it's coming across quite nicely. It looks a lot better on the on my sort of stream screen than it does on my regular screen. And that's because, you know, my actual monitor on my streaming PC is an actual monitor, whereas the monitor I'm using at the moment for my main PC is actually a TV. So it's horribly pixelated for me when I'm looking at it. But it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. We can deal with this, it's fine. I blame potato things. I've decided this. That is the only option. So where's my... Sorry, sorting out some colour. Just sorting out my pencil. Sure, I've got enough lead in my pencil. No, I'll be fine. I do remember when I was a kid, I used to love crayons. Well, I used to love crayons and colouring pencils. They were kind of ubiquitous, even though they were two different things. There we go. Right, so yeah, so we've almost got the central section done. So I think this looks a bit like a pineapple now that I think about it. Just going around the sides here. We've got these. Yeah, so these are like the pine leaves, or the pine cones even. So I'm just gonna sit here for an hour or two. This is me chilling out, just having a good time. Like I say, anyone is welcome to join the channel. Say hello, even if you're lurking in the background. You know, ask me a question. Anything that your burning desire to know, within reason. So, I have this. Yeah. Sharp thing go. Try just sharpening my pencil. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll use these, get these done, and then start working on the next batch. So we'll get the central pine cone done, and then we'll work our way from outside, and we'll try and work out a little bit more of an interesting system for that. Just trying to make, you know, a more sort of an interesting pattern of colours, just so they all match up and they're nice. Like that. So we have those on the side, like that. Have those. So what's everyone been up to today? I mean, I've not really been doing much. Like I say, I'm waiting for the post. I can't really, until the post arrives, I can't actually do what I wanted to do today, which is sort out the turbo on my car. Well, hopefully I can do it without sorting out the turbo, but it will help me diagnose if the turbo is in fact at fault. So that's fine. So like I said, I've just got a bit of a variation in the flowers themselves, so they'll be different, you know, so that I'm assuming they're almost like they're fanned out, so there'll be different striations of the colours. I'm using words, but sometimes I don't even remember what they mean. I just like the way they sound. Yeah, language is such a beautiful thing. The fact that you can make complex sounds with your mouthies. There we go. So we're gonna have a bit of blue, that's what we wanna do. And I just want to share with you that I'm having a good day. Hopefully the sound is coming through nice and clearly and I'm not overly labouring things, because I have a habit of doing that. Let's just make sure I've got the, there we go, so the mic's right in the right place now. So you should actually be able to hear what I'm saying, because it would probably be a bit muffled before. So we're going to have a wonderful little bit of colouring. Going to get this through here, here. So yeah, is this something that people would like to see more of, or is, you know, is this too much? Is this just too mundane? I will eventually at some point make sure that I've actually got a tidy room as well. I was in the process of sorting stuff out, and then there's, you know, like I found my pencils and things. I thought, oh, I've got a colouring book. I might as well start using it. So we've got that. Bringing this in here. So yeah, I can see the chat is just off to the left of me, just over this way. So if I start looking over, then that's them actually looking to see what's going on. I don't have viewer count on, so I don't actually know if anyone's there. I'm not even sure if anyone's listening, but that's just fine. It's fantastic. Having a good time. I've always said if you can have a good time by yourself, you know, everyone else is a bonus. It's just pop, by the way, so don't worry too much. I'm not I'm not day drinking. Don't worry. I tell you what, I think the rest of these I'm going to have is a little bit more organised. We're trying to get some symmetry on the go. Well, we can't because we've already broken the symmetry, but you know, the rest of them can at least be regularised. Because you find that with plants, although they're effectively a random organism, they are very structured in the way that they look. They have a very specific shape, and usually a very specific colour pattern as well. Gotta do and get it done. So I'm just going to make sure that I start off with at least one red one, and then that way I know where to work from going left. Because I'm still keeping the same sort of pattern of red, yellow, orange. But yeah, I would love to know what people are doing, what everyone's going on. How's your lives? What have you achieved during the? Have you achieved anything during the pandemic? It's okay if you haven't. I mean, I know that I've only just started doing something after the pandemic. Well, the pandemic's still ongoing, but it's not as bad as it was. At least that's the way I like to think it is. So that's that. And then we're going to have these two. So it's red, yellow, orange, isn't it? Oh wait, I need another red one. We've missed some red ones. And yeah, I do like the colours red and blue. They are kind of my favourites. Okay, oh, I've just made a mess, haven't I? Never mind. No, wait. Red, orange, yellow, red, orange, yellow. Ooh, no. It's red, yellow, orange. Ooh. See, this is what happens when I start waffling. I start making mistakes like that. That's it. Banned from Vienna. No art for you. Red, yellow, so it's orange, yellow, and red. Ta-da. And then, so as you can see it here, we're coming through. I'm just going to let a bit of... Ooh, was that post? I believe that was post. Please be post. No. Oh, it's probably post. I'm not too sure. I'm not too worried either. I'll get it later. Red, yellow, orange. Red, yellow, orange. I think my uncle just brought over a table from the sounds of the voices. No getting up required. I'll let them sort themselves out. Anyway, so yeah, I'm having a good time actually. This is it's nice to chill out and just do this. Let's see, so we got any more? Yeah, so as long as I leave 2 spaces, I can then probably just do all the reds at once. Yeah, I'm okay. I'll go with that. I'll go with that. And then get the yellows in. That's what we're going to do. Get these in the way. So red. Yeah, so yellow. And yellow. I'm wondering what other games that I should be playing. I've got a couple at the moment that I could potentially start getting to, like for example Apex. I've got Paradise Lost, which is one that I'm kind of interested in, but there is natties. It's more of an adventure and story game. So this is kind of laggy, this camera setup that I've got, because it is running through my Wi-Fi. So at the same it's kind of it'll do for what I'm trying to do anyway. So yeah, there's definitely a little bit of lag on the go there. So I do apologise for that. It was working fine a second ago. So I'll definitely have to invest in a better camera setup. That's what I'm going to have to do. Because we can't really be having just have a look at my actual. How's that? So should be a little bit better. It's not. I say it's not perfect. I'm only going to be doing this for probably another half hour or so. I've got a few things that I want to do today. I'm just waiting for something to come out, and I thought I would get my colouring book out and just show you guys what I also like to do just in my spare time. This is a new book. It's not one I've used before. Where did it? So we're just gonna. Yeah. I'll also try and tidy my desk up at some point because, like I say, I was in the middle of some organising. So there's just stuff all around me at the moment. I just wanted to, but because I was getting fed up with the tidying, I thought, you know what, I'll just sit down and chill out for a few bits. Yeah. I think that's sometimes the key to keeping a healthy mind, is to just every now and again just stop and do something else, you know, move on to the next thing, and then come back when your mind's refreshed, and you can usually think a little bit clearer because you've had a chance to process whatever you were doing. This is definitely coming along nicely. I'm liking this. Orange. Latest thing I've seen that's been really cool was there was an automated Optimus Prime that could actually transform on voice command as well. Sorry about the shadow, like I say, my hand is getting in the way, so it's a little bit difficult to see what I'm actually doing. But I think it's turning out quite well. I think what I'll do in future is... Oops, I've done that wrong, haven't I? No, I haven't. That's fine. That was meant to be the yellow, that's why. There we go. Orange. Orange, yeah. Gonna keep on doing it, get it all done and spiffy. There's an orange, let's get some more reds in there. I just want to, like I say, I just want to chill out, just have a good time. Like I say, if anyone wants to have a chat, or got anything they want to talk about, I'm more than happy to join in. You know, again, within reason. Well, you know, can't be getting too heavy on a Tuesday afternoon. Save that for the weekend. Yeah, I do apologise for the jerky camera. As I say, this is an app that I have not used before. I probably won't be using it again. Because what I'll do is I will focus on getting a better camera going. Got some more USB ports coming through in the post, hopefully today. So we'll get those fitted. And then that should solve the power supply issues, which I think is causing some of the issues with my camera equipment because of the fact that there's not enough power. Things like, you know, my Elgato and so we get that one, that one. Yeah, quite like that. It's coming across nicely. I quite like it. I quite like it. Still running. Okay. Get this sound done. Let's get this all done. This is where I wish I had a system for things, but most of the time I just wing it. With a chicken wing, most likely. And then I'm thinking, I'm still trying to think about what games I want to play at a later point. There's quite a few. I've got Titanfall. That's another one which I've recently downloaded, which I'm definitely thinking of giving a go. I might give it a go later tonight. After I've cleansed the domicile of all the junk that I've currently got sitting around me. Ooh, purple. And dark blue. Purple and dark blue, you say? I'm thinking... Ooh. Oh, we can... yeah, I'm thinking it's half and half in the leaves. So we can have the outer... Well, so we can have the outer side. There's this purple colour. And then we can have the inner edge of the leaf. It's like a nice, maybe, oh, we could have this probably as like a pink, maybe. Because then at least well, we'll see. I'm getting a very Super Saiyan vibe from this hair. Yeah, that actually is what it reminds me of, Super Saiyan here. And you've got, you know, when they go Super Saiyan purple. Boom. So yeah, I'm just going to do the outer side of the these sort of hardened leaves. One colour. And then I'm going to do the inner surface. Another colour. Just so it got some variety, you know what I mean? I like do like a bit of variety. As you may have noticed with the fact that my channel is all over the place. It's not because I don't have a clue what I'm doing, it's because I'm a variety performer. I can do a little bit of everything. That's what it is, that's what it is. Absolutely nothing to do with my complete and utter lack of coordination, honest. Do 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 do. Someone once accused me of being uncoordinated. Says, well, at least you've got more of an idea than I do. I be trolling, they hating. I'm just gonna, yeah, like I said, I'm just going through here, gonna get all these done. What do you think? How's it? How do we reckon? Are we doing all right? I think I'm doing pretty good. If I do say so myself. So saith the me. So saith me. I'm really getting into this. I'm enjoying myself so much right now. This is just really chilled out. I should have started doing this sooner. Probably wouldn't have needed my medication. Yeah. Oof. Yes. So I have that over here. That over here. splits off there. Splits off down here. Yeah, I quite like that. Quite like it. Right, so that should be. We've got a couple more over here. Yeah, like that. I like it. Then I'm thinking if I have the internals of, well, it's the other side. There we go. So we're going to have that. Da, 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 da. Oh, this is. I think this is going to turn out quite nice actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. There we go. Although I am getting very sort of hentai vibes. There's lots of tentacles going on here. All I'm seeing is tentacles at this point, and you know, I'm kind of regretting my colour choices. But you know, it's fine. Whatever. It is the will of the colours. You know, it's just the way that the artistic god wanted it. It's just the way it goes. Yeah, I think it's going along quite nicely. What do you reckon? I think it's coming along quite nicely. Yeah, I like the way those colours are doing. Shake it. Right. Sorry. Okay. What do we reckon? I think it's doing quite well. I think we're doing good here. Doing good work. Good work, I say. Okay, so I think that's the top there. That's sorted. I think. No, it's that one. That last bit is green. Fun derby dozy. Yeah. Boom. Right, okay. So we've got that, we've got that, we've got this. Those over there. I'll probably do some like freehand drawing at some point. Like I say, I'm not very good. Maybe like sit in my garden or something. It's probably not a bad idea. I could set up like an easel in my back garden and then just sit there and, you know, draw. Okay. Yeah, let's make purple. Alright, there we go. So we've got plenty of that. Plenty of that. I'm having a good time. So it started off as a pineapple and now it's just some kind of multicolored tentacle nightmare. Oops. That's what it is. It is a multicolored tentacle nightmare. That is what it is. Right, okay. Okay, so we've got that, we've got that, we've got that. That's going well, that's fine. That should be green. Okay, that's that, that's that. Yeah, my aunt's visiting, so it keeps my nan company and keeps her out of too much trouble for now. So, yeah, I think what I'll do is I'm just going to finish off this pineapple, or at least this monstrosity of a pineapple, and then we shall see where we're up to. So we can just get those orange bits out of the way. Get some yellow in there. Yeah. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Let's see. I think these ones I'm just going to have them as red and blue. Oh dear. Those in the way, get those done, get them looking good. The red on. Yeah, so I think it's turning out quite well. I'm liking this. I'm liking it. with these ones. Just there we go. Just get that shaded in like that. In we go, yes. Yes, there we go, there we go, there we go. Fantastic. And then I think this one I'm just going to alternate it between orange and white. See if we can, I'm just trying to see if we can keep my creative juices, so to speak, keep flowing. Da, 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 da. There we go, just alternate it just a little bit. You know, just so it's not a mirror, because although you find a lot of symmetry in nature, it's not always mirrored. So yeah, sometimes it's a little bit off. Same this one, just so this is blue. There we go. So we're just going to give that a nice little colouring as well. Get that in there. In we go. Get some red in there. Ooh, I quite like that. The red and blue is nice, bit of contrast. Yeah, it looks really good. So let's see. How are we doing that? I think that'll do me for today, if I'm being honest. I'm just gonna put this to one side so you can get a good look at it. Oops. Sorry. Let's get the mic out of the way. Yeah, so this is the I quite like the way this is, you know, I do, if I do say so myself, I like the way that the colours have turned out. See if we can just get a couple of those out of the way. I'm just trying to get some of this finished off just so we can have a look at it properly. So we've got obviously things like down here to do. There's a couple of places where we can put in some patterning. But no, I quite like the way this has turned out so far. In fact, I don't know. and then we're just gonna, I think we'll just finish that off here. I think it looks quite good, especially like this bit. The way the two colours here have worked out. I mean, yes, it does look very much like tentacles, and I'm going to show my friend this because she will start laughing. She'll find it hilarious. Oh my back. But yeah, so that was that was Millie Marottas Tropical Wonderland, which is a colouring book adventure. It is something I picked up on it recently, and I fancied the look of it. I thought it was awesome. So I hope you've enjoyed colouring along with me. If you do get the book yourself, then help yourself. But yeah, I might do this again some point. But like I say, I'll do some work with the cameras and the positioning in future, just so there's a little bit better. This was a little bit ad hoc, trying to make the most of what I had. But yeah, I'll definitely invest in a little bit of more equipment in the future. Anyway, I thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. I've been Interacting. Take care, guys. Where's the mouse? No!